The decision to buy a gun can be based on different factors, and to be honest, what works for me might not work for the rest of you here. All I can do here is recommend the good stuff that I know, and if you don't like what I drop, you can swipe to the next one. But you know what? I am quite confident in my picks, just like the ones you're about to see here. Hey, this is your boy Ted from Line 45, and today, I'll be listing some of my most recommended pistol purchases this 2024. Keep in mind that this list is not all about the best brand new pistols, but pistols that offer the best value and performance pound per pound. But first, let me do this quick plug. Hit the like and subscribe button. All those buttons you can see below. I know it feels like a hassle, but those simple clicks mean a lot for my channel. Now let's get back to the good stuff. Kimber R7 Mako. The Kimber R7 Mako is one of my favorite micro-compact pistols so far. It's not as cheap as the base P365 or Glock 43X models, but it has qualities that justify its price tag. Right now, you can purchase this gun for $800 or so, depending on where you buy it. It comes with a 3.37-inch barrel and a standard capacity of 10+1 rounds. It's also available in 11+1 round and 13+1 round mag. The factory trigger of the R7 Mako is quite decent. It breaks around 5 to 5.5 pounds and is substantially smooth and crisp. The reset is reasonably short and tactile, which makes it a good striker-fired trigger. Without a red dot, the R7 Mako weighs 19 ounces, making it a suitable option for concealed carry firearms. The thing is, there's a factory sight available for the R7 Mako, and that one is a Crimson Trace CTS 1500, which is a compact red dot. When installed, the pistol gains another ounce or so, but that's pretty much negligible in the grand scheme. You simply have to add $200 to get this reflex sight mounted. The gun shoots nicely. As advertised, it's actually accurate and reliable for a small pistol. Even the ergonomics aren't bad. The full circumference texturing on its grip is a nice touch for enhanced retention and comfort while firing. Its slide is properly serrated for positive manipulation, while its ambidextrous slide lock is easy to access. Glock 29 Gen 5. It's not every day you see the 10mm being chambered in a compact and lightweight package, but that's what Glock did with the Glock 29. It's not an entirely new gun, but it got the refresh it deserves when it was finally fashioned in the Gen 5 configuration. The 3.78-inch barreled Austrian pistol holds a solid capacity of 10+1 rounds. It's still a striker-fired single-action pistol, with its trigger pull weighing around 6.5 to 7 pounds. With its polymer construction, the new Glock 29 is about 27 ounces when unloaded, so all in all, it's still a good choice for a concealed carry pistol. I highly recommend the Glock 29, which is a small handgun with rocking firepower. After all, we are talking about a 10mm handgun here. The Gen 5 version of the Glock 29 obviously has the known Gen 5 upgrades, such as the removal of finger grooves and the integration of front serrations on the slide. These ergonomic upgrades are important since they let operators handle the explosive recoil of 10mm bullets. With the marksman barrel, the accuracy of the Glock 29 has been optimized as well. What just annoyed me is that Glock didn't release the Glock 29 in MOS configuration. That would have been fire if the gun, by default, already accepts optics. Nonetheless, the Glock 29 Gen 5 is still a highly recommended 10mm pistol for personal defense. It's a tiny gun that packs a lot of power, and thanks to the Gen 5 upgrades, it's more bearable to shoot this one. Seriously, you should try this one. Smith & Wesson Spec M&P9 Metal M2.0. The M&P9 M2.0 pistol has been one of the finest handguns Smith & Wesson released recently. However, the S&W brand is a gift that keeps on giving, so last 2023, it introduced a full-size Performance Center M&P9 M2.0 pistol that features an aluminum frame. Alongside its distinct construction, the Spec M&P9 Metal M2.0 has notable upgrades as well, such as the inclusion of extra magazines and custom finishes. The one we have here has an olive drab green Cerakote finish and comes with 4 magazines. 2 are 17-round mags, while the remaining 2 are 23-round extended mags. The M&P9 Metal M2.0 is one hell of a flat-shooting pistol. Part of the reason is that it has a longer 4.8-inch threaded barrel. This threaded barrel has a compensator made from Faxon firearms. The compensator is quite effective in mitigating the muzzle flip by redirecting the expanding gases. Of course, you may have qualms about these compensators, but since the M&P Metal M2.0 is built with a compensator in mind, you can really experience its effect. I also have to mention its slide briefly. As you can see, it has 3 distinct lightning cuts, specifically near the muzzle. With these cuts, there's enough weight reduction to improve its cycling speed and recoil management. Meanwhile, the serrations on the front and rear are tactile for positive operation. Among its performance center features is a sear that gives the gun a consistent 4-pound trigger pull. This trigger is crisp and smooth, with a short and tactile reset. It is also possible to co-witness red dots with its existing iron sights, thanks to its core optics system, making it an impeccably accurate duty pistol. Canik TTI Combat. One of the hottest handguns in 2024 is the Canik TTI Combat, which is a product manufactured in partnership with Taran Butler of Taran Tactical Innovations. Now, I am well aware that some people think that the SFX Rival S is a better choice than the TTI Combat. I can understand that sentiment because the Rival S is indeed an awesome handgun. But on the flip side, I can't deny the value that the TTI Combat brings to the table. It's an under $1,000 handgun, but it is already tailored for competitions fresh from the box. Although it's not obvious on the surface, this brand new 9mm pistol from Canik is built in a unique polymer frame. This polymer frame has a metal dust cover where its Picatinny rail sits, a custom stippled grip, and 3 interchangeable backstraps. Meanwhile, the nitride-coated alloy slide has lightning cuts to improve its speed, and another cut accepts RMR footprint reflex sights. You can also spot various levels throughout the slide. The ejection port is also noticeable because of the depth of its cut. The sights are dovetailed, and they are composed of a bright green high-vis fiber optic front sight and a serrated rear sight. You'll also love its flat-face aluminum trigger, as it guarantees a 90-degree vertical stop, and it breaks at around 3 pounds or so, which is seriously light. The reset is exceptionally short, too. Plus, it even has a twin-port external compensator, a 4.6-inch fluted and ported barrel, and a competition mag, among its key features. The thing is really feature-rich. The Canik TTI Combat comes with an 18-round mag and includes a base plate that adds 3 more shots of 9mm. SIG Sauer P320 XTen Comp. The 10mm may not be as popular as it used to be, but I presume that it's also enjoying a resurgence these days. I can't figure out the reason behind the trend, but I am glad nonetheless that people are starting to pick up 10mm pistols. A 10mm pistol like the SIG Sauer P320 XTen can make you feel extra safe and confident when taking the backcountry. It's a powerful cartridge, one that can effectively play large games and 2-legged threats. This single-action pistol has a 15+1 round capacity and fires via a striker-fired system. Just like other SIG pistols, the striker trigger of the P320 XTen Comp doesn't feel cheap and squishy. It's very smooth and consistent. It breaks crisply at 5 pounds and chops the reset time to a minimum. The SIG Sauer P320 XTen, in particular, has a flair that seems to be unmatched by its rivals. It's very shooter-friendly, something that I can call idiot-proof. Its ergonomics are great, and it is designed to flat-out manage the recoil of 10mm rounds. It's built around a stainless steel frame, which brings its weight to 2 pounds. The grip profile of this pistol is slim, and I can even compare it to the grip of the 9mm versions of the P320. It's compact, so the package is ideal for both duty and concealed carry use. Of course, the biggest draw of this pistol is its integrated muzzle compensator. Now, other slides with built-in compensators aren't that impressive in reducing recoil, but the one integrated into the P320 XTen is dished out properly, which brings forth a more substantial means of reducing muzzle flip and recoil. It should let you return to your target easily after every fire, and in this aspect, the P320 XTen is way better than other more popular 10mm handguns, such as the Glock 20 instance. H&K USP Tactical. I told you earlier that this is not a list of brand new pistols but guns that deliver the topmost value and performance. The H&K USP Tactical specifically fits the bill. You can call the USP Tactical as a throwback, but this gun, it still holds to modern standards. I find the H&K USP Tactical as a simple yet effectively designed 45 ACP handgun. This kind of simplicity has made the gun a reliable choice among competition shooters and law enforcement officers. Because it's an old pistol, don't expect that it has an optic cut on its slide. What it offers are solid iron sights, which can be adjusted for windage and elevation. These sights are accurate and display impressive consistency and quick target acquisition. By the way, the USP Tactical has an accessory rail, but I still consider it as Spartan. But hey, since it works, I have no problems at all. Its 5-inch barrel is rugged and threaded, which means that it can accept suppressors when needed. It also has a single-action, double-action trigger, and it's what you expect from a hammer-fired trigger, and more. It's downright crisp and clean. The pull weight is pretty much substantial for personal defense and competition use. This versatility enhances safety and precision, with the DA mode being useful for initial safety, and the SA mode providing greater accuracy for subsequent shots. And unlike other 45 ACP pistols, the USP Tactical holds a lot of rounds in its magazine. A full mag gives you 12 shots, and all of these can be fired by the USP Tactical with 0 malfunctions. No cap. That's how reliable this pistol is. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please hit the subscribe button and notification bell. Just press all the buttons. Those little clicks are free, but they help the channel a lot. Stay sharp, stay safe, and remember, it's not just about the shot, it's about mastering the craft. Until next time, lock and load.